Hi YouTube, Fuzz here, and we're going to crack on with more trial mode today. We're going to be going through stages 41 through to 50. There's a couple of tough battles and a couple of not so tough battles. So as always, I hope this video is a help to you. And if it is, don't forget to hit the like button and stay tuned for today's show. Right, so this is going to be the same as the other trials that I've shown you. I'm going to briefly explain the enemies that spawn as well as everything else. So here we have these slimes. Just going to slow things down a little bit, and these are orthos and white mooses. These were from hunts earlier in the game, and if you have the diamond armlet equipped, as you will need to grab all the treasures I tell you about, you can loot an arrow and a soldier's cap, and you can steal a wormfire shot and a defender from Orthos himself. Now, one of the tactics I'm going to be using to take some of these guys out is gill toss, and the reason being, it actually does up to maximum 10,000 damage, which is really nice, especially as we start getting into some of the harder challenges here. So, the problem with gill toss, it's called gill toss, if I say gill shot that was a mistake, is that it can cost up to 10,000 gil each time you cast it. However, if like me you've got millions of gil, it's not going to be a big problem. If you haven't got millions of gil, you need to watch my gil farming video where I show you how to farm millions of gil in a matter of minutes really. It's a lot of fun actually, and I'll go through exactly how you do that in that video. But I will also share with you tactics that don't involve gill toss. But the real battle that you are going to struggle with on this stage is the very next one, which is Battle 42 or Trial 42, because this is against Kukulane, which is probably one of the hardest Esper battles that I've fought up until the point in the game that I'm up to. And so, you know, it's still a challenge here in the trial mode. In terms of items, before I get into the battle, with the Diamond Armlet you can loot Soul Eater and a heavy coat from the chests. And you can also steal the cameo belt or indigo pendants or Hermes sandals from the boss. And what you're going to want to do immediately is probably start out by casting a quickening chain in order to hopefully get rid of the ads. But I'm also going to show you the gill toss method as well. So I'm going to go to Gambits here, turn gill toss on. It does 10,000 damage split between the foes. It won't do 10,000 damage to every character here, but it is an AoE effect, which is obviously very nice. And yes, it's going to plough through our gil, but when you're making so much gil anyway, and trust me, I am making a lot of gil while going through trial mode with the cat ear accessories, but check out the video as I mentioned on that, then you know, you're not going to find this too challenging in all honesty. And just try and stay on top of status ailments, which can be quite nasty. Other than that, you should be okay. At least that's a theory. So the ads are dropping down quite nicely. And now we're going to be gill tossing the boss for 10,000 damage per hit. When the characters actually decide to do it anyway. It seems like Bash is soloing it at the moment. Well, it's doing about 7,000, but either way, as you can see, it takes that guy out pretty darn quick. So, as I mentioned, if you don't want to use gill toss, then just unleash the quickening chain at the start of the battle, get rid of the ads, and you will be good to go. So I might use that a little bit later on if we need to, but for now I'm going to turn it off and just stick with normal attacks once more. And we'll get rid of Sap on Bash. And these guys can hit quite hard as well, as you can see. So try and stay healed as much as possible. But once you kill one, then the others are quite easy to follow. So what I'm going to do here is just throw the bubble belt onto Varn. The bubble belt's a great item really, and it doesn't half keep you nicely topped up. And if I go to Fran here and select her to cast Protect, then she'll keep Varn nicely healed as well. Sorry, nicely protected up as well. Well, she will for everybody. But let's see if we can survive this now. There we go. And we'll do the same again. Right, I forgot to mention items, didn't I? In the last one, you can loot an Iron Palm and a Lambent's hat and steal the Minerva Bustier and the Mage Power Shishak from the... Oh, and Dragon Mail from the last enemy. And from this one here, you can loot the Chanter's Jalaba and the Magaruku. I can't pronounce half of these, I'm sorry, from the chests. And you can steal the Dragon Shield, which is a nice shield actually, from this Ant Lion. Just be careful, because if he consumes his ads before you kill them, he's going to be too strong for him to take out. Okay, so this is an interesting battle, where we have to go around the room. You can loot Cura and Winged Helm from the chests, and you can steal the Judicia's Staff and the Maximilian, but not just yet. We'll have to do that a little bit later. So I'm just going to slow things down a touch. And once we've killed these, I'll speed up in a sec. I'll show you how you can go ahead and do that. Let's just get rid of this disable here, because I did take Remedy off. My mistake. It's not Remedy, sorry. Ribbon, and forget to put it back on. But there we go. Don't need bubble on this particular encounter. So first of all, you just kill the 4 thingies around the outside here, and then a new one will spawn in the middle, along with some ads, of course, because we love our ads, don't we? And what I'm just going to do here is very briefly go to Gambits and turn on our Steel Gambits. Turn everything else off for the moment. Yes, please. And we'll hopefully steal something nice here. Well, I didn't even mean to do that. I don't want Cytograt, obviously. I don't even want the other stuff that it says is an upgrade, but I guess we can keep it for now. Right, I'm going to go ahead and choose the Thief's Cuffs. So, one of the things you have to get used to when doing the stuff here, the trials, is switching gear regularly. Did I steal then? I missed it if I did. Yeah, I don't even know what I stole, but hey, I'm not going to complain about that. So back we go again to sorting out Gambits. Goodbye Steel. Hello Attack. So no point losing that, haven't even got a Diamond Armlet equipped. Wow, we're spending so much time healing and killing things, but we're not actually doing much damage to the boss. Come on, that's it, take him out now. He's almost down. I might just switch to highest attack so we can get rid of him quite quickly now. Lowest HP, I said lowest attack. Highest attack, I meant highest HP. More than anything is what we're going to need. Why she got fur any? That's pretty stupid, really. Down he goes. And now we're on stage 46. Whoa, 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 whoa. A little bit too fast there. So from here, there's nothing really to steal, but you can loot the recurve crossbow and a chainmail from the chests in this area. So watch out for the traps, as you can see. These bombs do like to try and manoeuvre you into them, which is pretty mean, really. Right, next up, we've got some flying enemies. So we're going to have to bring our flying team into the fray, which is Fran and Bash, but Bash not with a Dragon Whisper. We're going to give him the... what's his best crossbow? Ah, hunting crossbow, apparently. Right, in terms of loots, you can get Beetlejuice and Golden Shield from the chests, and that's about it. Nothing really to steal. In this next battle against the tower, which is another challenging one, unfortunately. You might want to unleash a quickening chain if you can. You can go ahead and, actually, let's just change the gambits around again. Let's have a bit of a gill toss. You can loot the bowline, sash, and an effing bow. That sounds wrong, that does, doesn't it? An effing bow. But that's what it's called. Oh, it's an elfin bow, my mistake. You can loot those anyway from the chests, and you can steal some assassin's arrows, which are quite nice, from the enemy itself. Let's spend some gil, shall we? We've got to spend gil to make gil. And this should hopefully take care of some of the ads as well. And then when the ads are down, gil toss does more damage to the single target itself. Look at that, 10,000. Another 10,000. And no chance. It ain't surviving that. Right, next up we have Hashmel, which can be a bit of a pain. Although, you do want to steal ribbon off this guy. So fortunately you get your auto-save. I should have sorted that out on the last attempt, because now I'm going to have to keep doing it each time I reload. Basically, you want to set your gambits up to steal, but you want to do this on stage 48, so that you haven't got to keep doing it every time you reload your game. Might as well turn that off. Well, that's not going to matter too much. It's going to be just too annoying, this is, I think, to farm on this occasion, because there's going to be too much to change in between each auto stage. Auto save even. But you want to throw the thieves' cuffs on. If you do this on 48, then you're good to go. Just watch my episode, it's in the playlist, on how to steal the ribbon. But we've got a high ether, and that's it on this occasion. So I'm just going to move on. I'll come back to steal the ribbon a little bit later, I think. We'll just carry on using Gil Toss. It's doing a good job here. As far as disease is nasty. You can either cleanse it with the white magic spell, or use remedy rank 3 to get rid of it, and you do want to do so. Ah, I got a trophy. Spendthrift. I guess that's to do with throwing a lot of Gil Tosses around. In terms of loot, you can get the Storm Spear and Storm Staff from the chests. Again, you'll need the Dragon Army as always. And as we said, you can steal a ribbon or an elixir. Down he goes. And I'm making a lot of this gil back that we're spending anyway. And finally we have Famfrit here. So we're going to clear the ads. You can loot a Demon's Bane and a Gaia Rod from the chests. And you can steal an elixir and a Worm Hero Blade as the rare drop from the boss. I doubt we'll get that, but you never know. We've got a high ether, so you might be able to get something else if you get a high ether. Oh look, there we go, look, the Worm Hero Blade. You can have a look at that, see how good it is. Oh wow, look at that. Woohoo! Okay, our Magic Evade shoots down because it's a two-hander, but yeah, if you've got a two-handed noob that you want to use, then that would be a good weapon, I'd say. Right, let's start saving some gil now, because I don't think we need to be throwing all this at the enemy. I do love Gil Toss because it's so powerful, but you just got to keep an eye on it. But I've hardly spent any gil in comparison to what we started with, because we've been making it as well as throwing it. And this is the final enemy, stage 50. We'll cure up, and then hopefully we'll lay on the damage here just to speed things up a touch. And he's down. And that brings us to the end of trial mode stages 41 through to 50, so I hope it's been helpful to you. And if it has, don't forget to leave a like and come back soon, and we'll carry on with more trial mode stuff as well. So cheers all, I've been your host Fuzzfinger once again, take care, goodbye.